Hello, everyone, and welcome to the continuation of the LHYNX Division Gaming League, the very first VR chat-based competitive gaming league ever. Tonight's matchup is a test of precise tactical gunplay. Team Hades and Team Lotus will rematch, shooting it out for supremacy in Valorant. I'm your shoutcaster, Kavechi, here with my co-shoutcaster tonight, Messiah, and we will be calling the match as it happens live here on the official LDGL Twitch channel and live stream. This live stream is once again managed and overseen by the league's co-owner and commissioner, Mahidrian. Tonight's match will begin shortly. The participating rosters gather and prepare in the pregame lobby for the conflict ahead. The match setup closely adheres to Valorant Champion Tour rules and regulations. It is a best of 3 bout. First to 2 wins takes it all. As we'll be announcing throughout the stream, if you're interested in getting involved with the LDGL, either as a fan or participating community partner and competitor, you can stay linked in by joining our official Discord server. That link can be found alongside our Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube links in the About section of this very Twitch stream. You can also type !Discord in chat, and the bot will generate a link for you to click at your convenience. Without any further delay, let's get into the action. LDGL Season 1 Valorant Game 2, Team Hades versus Team Lotus has officially begun. Hey, Messiah. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm very excited for this rematch. I mean, it's both, I think, like power playing teams. Lotus really demonstrating themselves out the gate is just like a monster force to deal with. I know that you did some research ahead of time and have some notes to talk on, at least as far as like their team performance in the last matches that you've seen goes, especially against Hades.
Absolutely, man. Then the last matchup, it was interesting. Game 1, game 2, a little bit less than stellar on the side of Team Hades, but we're back here. We got a really big roster switch up. We got some returning names such as Kura, which as we saw in the last 2 games, he was doing amazing on the stage. Great utility work, ending his first game 24-18. And the second game came out strong as well. He was playing Killjoy. Started out pretty strong, but towards the middle and end, it wasn't as dominating as game 1, but he was still, there and doing really well in his position as a support. We have players returning as, let's see, we have Marty in here, right, tonight? I don't see him in the lobby.
I believe so. He'll be showing up eventually. I believe he is set up in the roster, at least.
There you go.
Yeah.
Marty, I mean, just one of the players that you have to keep an eye out for this entire game, or this entire set, I should say. Game 2, what didn't come out as strong as game 1, but I mean, the entry fragging potential from Marty is just something that's absolutely amazing to just watch. You see him, dash on the site, pop 2 heads, and then boom, site's free. You go ahead and get a free plant down. That's free round. I mean, Marty was doing his job as what I'm assuming is the team leader and as the hard carry on the jet, performing, doing his job. With great support coming in behind him with Pfizer, who did a really good job in the last set, and Akashi, just an amazing clutch and closing player, just fragging out, doing his job on the Phoenix every single time. Something that you love to see in a well-rounded roster. You got some good supports in there. You got some good closers in there. Let's see if the switch-ups, though, will change things around, because I don't believe Akashi's in here tonight. So we'll see if someone else can pick up that position just in case something happens with Marty coming out doing his entry fragging thing. Because as we know, when you're entry fragging, you can have to take a bad trade sometimes. You have to get your head popped just so your teammates can go ahead and push behind. So I really, really want to see what these roster changes are going to do. It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, just speaking like more specifically, I mean, I think Hades' roster, apart from Kura, has just completely been revamped, and then Lotus's roster switching out up to 3 players, I believe. I mean, just looking at it now, Clay, Shift, a part of Conqueror, which Marty's a member of, and then I believe looking at it, Parallax is also new. So, the dynamics are different on both sides. I guess it's probably going to come down to whoever has the most play experience, maybe not specifically practicing for this rematch, but just in general, and like how much time they've been able to get under their belt heading into it. One thing I, interestingly enough, like going into this, I wonder if Lotus is going to go into the first match with a kind of a funny team comp because they led off the first series with a 5. I believe it was on Spool or Bind. They
Yes,
had
that was a Bind.
5 duelists. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was like complete madness. I mean, they didn't have like any util, any smokers. They just went in, held W, and went for that 5 duelist push, and it served them really well when they switched over to attack, um, and they were able to close out the match. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to see if they have any funny compositions like that they want to put into play, or if it's just going to be more of the standard stuff. Now that it's kind of a switched up roster, and Hades, I mean, they're coming off of a win against the top seeded Valorant team. Void's at the top right now in the standings, and although Void and Lotus haven't played against each other, it's curious to me as to whether or not maybe that momentum boost, that morale boost, is enough for them to come into this and make something happen. Now that they've kind of been established as rivals with that loss.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
yeah. And yeah, like you said, Marty, I mean, man, he top of the leaderboard both games, creating distance. They really, really struggled with stopping him
Oh
from
yeah.
creating distance. Because as soon as Jet gets in on the site and he clears forward, what are you gonna do? Like you have no way of stopping that gap that's happened, because now they have all these corners they don't gotta worry about, and then you're really in trouble.
Oh yeah,
So
and
go
people might think that when Jet's doing her dash at the end of the animation is a long time, like to get your gun back out. But really, if you're holding a corner and you're waiting for someone to peek a little bit with their head or maybe to swing wide, you're not always expecting someone to go 90 degrees across your screen and to land that flick and then land on the Jet's head when she's already probably looking in your direction because she's got an idea of where you're at. That's
Mhm.
just with someone that shoots as well as Marty does. I mean that's just a deadly combination.
Yeah. And, with Marty's entry, one thing that I saw a lot was Dabian, who's now Falafel, who used to be Pfizer. Um, Dabian's setup was always on Marty's back. So when he was playing as Astra, he would tunnel smoke into sight as Marty would dash through. When he was playing Reyna, he would enter with Marty with blinds. I mean, he went like 16, he dropped like 16K, and Akashi was behind him
Mhm.
with 20, but he had 6 first bloods. Dabian did. So like that's huge. He had more first bloods than Marty on that
Which
first
account
round.
was Davian on? I'm not sure who.
Pfizer. He was
Pfizer. Oh
Pfizer.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, Davian was a really
Select your
good
agent.
co-star for the Marty show in that last game. I mean, that was
Yeah.
just he was backing him up. He was there to take the trades off of him. I mean, that's a really good combination. And I'm wondering if since we have another Conqueror player coming up in here, if that's going to really add to the cohesiveness of this team, because I'm assuming Shift and Marty play it together often, and since they're both on two characters such as KO and Jet, where KO can go ahead and pop flash, long flash, and get Jet in there, whether it be something more delayed and allowing Jet to push, or Jet pushing right after the flashes go off with the dash like we were talking about before, that's just going to be very interesting to watch and see. I can't wait.
Yep. And I mean, it just disturbingly so. Pfizer on the side of Lotus is just such a complicated issue for like Marty himself is a pretty obvious problem. Entry fragger, really good at shooting you in the head, but then oh, somebody selected Chamber heading into this. Looks like, yeah, we don't play Chamber in this in this stage. Uh, we haven't introduced them because we're playing off the previous patch for the most part. Like obviously we can't control the patch, but we do restrict that agent, so we'll have to remake this. Do we just leave the match? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and leave the match and start this over. What was I saying? Well, so Davian is just he's a multi-threat. Like he can play any role. Like he was really he was really somebody's really excited for the LDGL in the background, man. I agree. We haven't even gotten to the action, and we're
That's what I'm talking about.
screaming about it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm about to go stand in the other room and scream too, dude. This Yeah, but Dabian is a faceted threat. I think they're going to have a lot of problems figuring out how to play around him. But if they can kind of decode, his play style and the stuff that he's going to try to do, it'll serve him better.
Oh yeah, I
So
mean he went 17 and 10 on the last game he played with Astra, and I mean Astra is, as we all know, a giant brain character. Like it takes a little bit to actually get those stars in the right place that they need to be, and not just have them completely ignored by the enemy. And he was able to just not only produce on the character, but help lead his team from a support
uh,
position.
right, exactly. And I think everybody go ahead and join Mahidrian here. Let me let the players know. Okay, it looks like they're all jumping. So um one thing too, I wish I would have looked up this statistic like rather specifically, but um the Valorant Champions Tour, when I was watching, especially like the final match there between Ascend and Gambit, like Astro was just so agitating, like
Yeah.
her versatility, like you said, like even though it takes a lot of pre-thought and planning and preparation, it's a really really hard character to play around if you don't know exactly where you're going to go or what your other options can be, especially if it's on the fly while a gunfight's happening. So
Gotcha, gotcha. Sorry about that. Match.
just waiting for you to join.
Yeah, that's my fault.
So looking at the first map, Haven, I mean, we saw. Honestly, I'm not even gonna guess as to what the setup was before. I think we saw a bunch of Sage, saw some Sky. We saw Sky get demonstrated on Haven the other day, and man, I was actually kind of surprised. Depending on how you line up the birds, you get so much info off of that flash. Um, for free, and it felt like even though they didn't like highlight exactly where everybody was like you would with the Sova Arrow, I mean it seemed like Imperium, who was the team that used it against Void, like just knew where everyone was anyway. Like it was just so vital for their approach.
Oh yeah, when you play the game enough, you kind of know the general areas that everyone likes to sit, and so something like Sky's bird that just goes in quiet, you don't hear it coming, it flashes and it tells you, "Hey, I flashed someone," which no other flash in any other game does. Like it just shouts out, "Hey, I got somebody, come get him," and you push in knowing that those general areas, and you also can see the bird through the wall, which is really interesting. So you can see where it goes off, and you can kind of get an idea of whose line of sight that would be in. So you do
Right.
get an insane amount of information. It's why I believe that's why you've seen her in pretty much every single game of Champions, if I'm not mistaken, as well as a
Yep.
lot of games on this, even within LHYNX division.
Yep. And I mean, she's difficult to master with like controlling the bird, but I mean, the dividends that get paid off when you use her, it's a non-argument. One thing too that was explained to me by some players was the pop flash potential with her is the most annoying thing about her. You see the bird flying and you can turn around, but if that thing comes around the corner at the speed that it does and instantly pops, I mean, what are you going to do? It's the fastest flash apart from maybe even faster than Reyna when she throws out her Leer, because it takes a second to build and pop. When the bird comes around the corner, the moment that she presses E, you can't see anything.
Yeah, and it's such an important tool, and I feel like having to play around that, like you said, is just impossible because the speed it comes out, like you can just fly around. They don't have to flash it right away, so maybe you look away because you feel like it's gonna pop, and you look back, it's like, oh, maybe it didn't go off, boom, flash, and you get 3 of them, like that. That's a lot. That's a lot for a character. And you got heals, and you got a concussion, and you have an ability that seeks out the enemies. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a huge information bot, like with a dog. And then her ulti, the cabbages, or whatever people call them. I like calling them cabbages.
They do like cabbages.
Yeah, exactly. Angry cabbages, man. Better watch out. Vegetables on the pro. But looking at this, we have Lotus defending first. General setup. Cypher set down his trips on A, and that's where we see Hades leaning as they come through long. The dog does hit the tripwire and gets stuck. Gonna find some info. And they're just holding basic angles here, waiting for the utility to run out. Rest of Hades rotating back towards their spawn in the direction of C.
Good on them, though. I mean, get as much utility as you can out of them, and then rotate back around, see what your options are, and get a pick just like that.
My
Kura
goodness.
laying one down on Clay.
Rather instantly, a huge headshot for Kura. Really nice peek. Shift's going to be there behind the box as he gets the camera. And he swings, looking the wrong way. Shift guns down Kura as Wintergami's against the boxes. Ray coming out of garage, taking down Davian.
Down, C.
Shifted a beautiful shot. Absolutely gorgeous headshot. And there's that eagle we talked about coming in, not doing too much. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I think that Omen flash stopped them up in the garage. There they come. They explode out of the garage. Get the headshot on the Conqueror shift. And Marty falls next. Parallax on connector. He's in link. Link to site. Hades has the site, and they're planning the bomb. Very little time left. Parallax coming around the corner with the ghost. Tries to spray and get the kill, but Caleb secures it. Really hectic first round there, but Hades triumphs.
And that slow push back around and getting onto site. I mean, that's what you want to see. Gun round goes to them. You get some more money. You get some rifles in there, maybe a couple of SMGs, or save it up and then go big round 3.
Yep, looks like we kind of got like a halfway bonus. Oh yeah, definitely like a bonus buy going on here. I mean, you got the Ares coming out on Caleb. Yeah, their patience, Hades' patience, pushing up and waiting on A and then turning around. That, like you said, it really served them well there because they didn't get stuck up. I think a lot of their strategy. Here we go. Ares hold in the garage. I think a lot of their strategy is going to depend on avoiding Cypher. Because really, looking at their comp, that's the only person that's going to be able to lock down the site properly for them. They don't have a KJ.
Yeah, he's all too good at his job, though. You see a Cypher on every single Pro League team as well as the Sky. They really got the comp going for him. And with the ability of the camera to be placed and see what's going on, it's great. Really
this bonus buy coming off strong. Marty actually shorties Namikaze in the window of garage. He has a Spectre now. Marty is able to entry. Looks like they're going to play bomb hard, long. Here's the Ares. Ares correct. Guns down Marty. On entry, Dre guns down Davian. Parallax is stuck by the Ares hold. Just outside of Link, he edges out. Takes the angle. Oh! A huge headshot on the current.
Oh my god!
It's a 2K. Parallax. Lightning. Laser targeted headshot. Caleb with the lineup. And he dares with the Ares. Wow. 2-0. My god.
Yeah, good attempt. Great crosshair placement. Big moves with the Sheriff. I mean, even if he doesn't get the round from it, he still gets a little bit of money in his pocket using a gun like the Sheriff. And that's why you really want to know how to use the Sheriff, man. A little bit of money, a lot of output if you got the aim for it.
You can't convince me it's a good gun. I know it is. I know it's a good gun. I know people say, man, I'm just as confident with a Sheriff going against a Vandal. You know, like, man, it doesn't shoot straight, I swear. It's not my aim, it's the gun.
Oh yeah, always. You always gotta blame it on the gun. Speaking of which, shout out Pop. Love you, my boy. Hope you have a good one.
Shout out Pop. Shout out to love members of this community. Thank you for watching and joining us as we stream this exciting match. Marty, wow, taking out Wintergami in sewer. Or out of sewer. A little bit of trading going on long. Caleb is in a bad spot. You know exactly where he is. Yeah, gets a headshot by the Vandal. Marty.
Down A.
Good trade despite the Ares. Come around this corner. There's the trade. Marty with a 3K now. He goes into sewer, but it does get gunned down. Dre triumphs over him.
Last player standing.
All goes sewering over his head. Wow. Oh, everybody just died instantly.
Round secured.
Round secured. Lotus doing a really nice job there. Closing up the victory, but it was a bonus buy. So 2-1. This will be an AR round for both teams, save for Marty. No, yeah, he does have an AR now. Not sure what happened there. I think he might have dropped his gun.
And Dre coming out with an SMG, putting in those headshots like that. I mean, this guy's going a little bit crazy out here.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, going to be interesting to see what he does with this Phantom now. Looks like he's looking for those close quarters engagements, or he just prefers the Phantom. But whenever I see a Phantom, I'm thinking, you know, this is going to be a very aggressive Reyna.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the Phantom good?
No, yeah, those close quarter like headshots with the Phantom are just very agitating, especially if you're.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, exactly. If you're a purist, like a Vandal purist, I mean, you hate that gun. If they're within like 10 feet of you.
Oh yeah, I love my one taps, and when I get hit for 140 from 10 feet away, I get very upset.
Oh man.
And Sky is able to use that eagle to get some information. It's not
Oh
going to be
my
enough though. Brandon hitting a beautiful headshot in between doors.
Through the doors. I can never hit those. Parallax taking down Caleb, but gets traded out by Wintergami. Shift trading out Wintergami in return. Kura doing his best to keep his team trading. Play is the last alive. And wow, Dre secures it. Another win for Hades.
Man, Hades is showing out. Those roster changes are something else. Namikaze, Caleb, and Dre all just putting in absolute fantastic work these first 3 rounds. Something you want to see when you're making a roster switch up. Want to see a little bit more out of Wintergami, but I mean, they're doing their part. They're getting the heals off. I mean, when you're in a support position, sometimes you're not going to be in the position to pull off those frags. Sometimes you get flanked on, or you lose a duel or two against a duelist, and it is what it is.
Yep, and I think the though they're dragging, that was a really good trade by them, and they got off the donut. They have a frag, and hopefully they'll continue to support their team. But looking at it, I mean, it's 1-3. This is a bit of a chess match right now. Nobody's really like dominating super hard. It's a good kill spread. Wow, Namikaze getting danged. Marty follows up, taking down Dre with his knife. And Marty's just waiting in mid. Has plenty to go. He dashes in. Sees Wintergami, goes for the angle, but nothing. Another headshot. Wow, 3K by Conqueror Shift. They swing at the same time, playing off of each other's engagement.
Oh my God, Shift! That was fantastic, Shift. That's what that positioning and playing off your teammate in the way that Shift just did is what you need out of a teammate. That's the kind of backup and support you need so you can make those kind of pushes. Because without Shift being in the right position, those are null and void kills right there. I mean, there might have been a couple kills picked up, but Shift, absolutely magnificent play.
Yeah, really put the pressure on. Made it just like a kill secure through and through. There wasn't really much Hades could do there, apart from win those first peaks on the angle when he was coming out of grass towards their spawn. A little bit of teasing going on. A long. Hades plays with the idea of sewer, and then start to collect. Lotus waiting to hear something. The Astra smokes do come out. They'll know that they're setting up.
Winter pushing, playing entry frag. Sage, I like what I'm seeing here. Parallax,
Parallax, double headshot. An absolute demon holding the site. Dre guns down Dabian.
Parallax is woken up. My boy is here, and he said, "I'm ready to start playing."
Yeah, still holding long. Hopefully Hades has communicated and knows that. Parallax with the 3K. Marty securing the kill on Dre. Now they're getting crushed in sewers. Kamikaze tries to run away. He does. And he gets gunned down by Shift as they all collapse in. Lotus.
How the pendulum swings, man. 3-3 tie game. They brought it right back, and I mean, we have a game. We have a game again. Econ in the favor of Lotus, but full AKs and full ammo. We still got some guns on the side of Team Hades, but it's going to be a little bit rough going into the next round if they can't pull out a win here.
Yeah, this is the adjustment that they needed to make. That was one thing about Lotus that I noticed too, especially in the first rounds that we saw as they were playing Hades on Bind. They can make adjustments when needed, even if they start to kind of fall back on a deficit. It doesn't mean they're out of the match. And that's probably just shown between a lot of tenure between the players that are on their roster. Looks like very obviously between Shift and Marty.
Definitely, that's that chemistry I was talking about, wanting to see beforehand, and you're seeing it at play here, especially when they make those pushes and are trading off each other with ease.
Bit of a basic default right now, looking for trades, trying to bait some utility. Trying to find some kind of entry point. Lotus doing a good job at playing the angles as they can. They being a little unhealthy after taking some trades through the door for shots. Namikaze also not doing so hot. Waiting for the heal from Sage. They slowly creep up into garage, but Lotus is there. There's the blind. It's easy idea of it. Marty goes down. Wintergami getting a great kill on Marty as he tries to swing them.
With the top frag down, it's anyone's tell with how it's going to go in this 5v4.
Yeah, Falafel's there. Trades out Dre, but Namikaze is there to make it worth it. 3 outside and Link. They have to entry B through one door. There's their res on Dre. Conqueror Shift taking down Wintergami after the res. Parallax, huge headshot on the Namikaze, playing the angle perfectly. Caleb is outside of sight, and Dre is in the corner on the bomb. He swings, they know exactly where they are. Shift getting a good trade. Here comes Parallax, he pushes in and kills Caleb. Lotus with the defuse, taking the round.
Oh my god, that was more than exciting, dude. Oh, my blood's pumping after that one. That retake was absolutely beautifully executed. Parallax just doing nothing but popping heads, Shift getting his ult down, and just finishing it out. Even if Parallax lost that gunfight, I had full confidence that the round was still theirs with how far along the bomb had gone. And, you know, great play on the side of Team Lotus.
Yep, amazing play by Lotus. Hades really just not giving them the opportunity to make a mistake when they enter. I think they tried to play the angles maybe a little too aggressively. And then Caleb himself, with his ultimate, he had the setup, but did not really back up enough into grass, I think, to play off of it. Went for that early ult pick as they were in link, but didn't line it up. Wintergami running down Parallax with the Spectre. Wow. You'll love to see that.
Oh yeah, Kerr on the Astra, just getting those little suck plays in there, even though he kind of ran into it. Parallax had it coming, but...
The huge ultimate from Clay gets a snipe on Dakura. That's an Astra down. Shift comes around his cage, but Wintergami trades him out on the angle. 3v3. Marty and Falafel both in long. Coming around the pincer, Hades. Hades has the wall where Clay is. Kamikaze gets hit by the shock dart. He's very unhealthy. Marty gets up onto the box. He gets gunned down instantly. Falafel takes out Namikaze and Wintergami. Caleb is the last alive. 2v1 situation. Caleb comes around and Clay takes him out. Lotus diffusing. 5-3.
A little bit questionable on that play by Marty to go ahead and dash up there, and he paid for it with his life and lost the op in the process. So we got the op back. The op is still on the side of Team Lotus, lucky enough, but who's in your life over hopping up on boxes? I mean, that's just showing that he's feeling really confident in himself, is what I see.
Yeah, I think they're starting to taste blood a bit. When they're playing aggressively, they can see that Hades may not have something available to answer with, and that is going to hurt them a lot if Lotus gets too confident, or they don't find like some way to counter that.
Counter it, they're going to have to, otherwise they're going to run away with the
oh here. My god, Marty with the jumping shot out of garage.
Jesus, Marty.
Unreal. Turned his swag on.
He's going back for another one.
Oh, and Namikaze's waiting there for him.
Namikaze said not today.
Ray's there, gets gunned down by Falafel, nearly living through that trade. Caleb takes down Falafel, but dies to Clay as he enters into garage. Team ace for Lotus. This is spiraling out of control.
It is, but as the game started, it was a quick 3-1. You can see if they might swing the momentum back in the other direction, but right now, I mean, the discipline play from Team Lotus is really showing itself. They're not really biting on any opportunities, and even if they get one of them picked off on site, the retake has been phenomenal so far. So I'm not really too worried if they get the bomb down if I'm Team Lotus. I just got to make sure that we keep playing the way we've been playing, and there's no reason we're not going to take this game.
Yeah, and for me personally, just looking at their composition, I wonder, you know, will Hades have... I don't think they're allowed to make this gap too large. Like, they should probably end at 7-5 at the very least. I question their ability to defend them from a just a hard, aggressive push in on site every time. But we'll only see that when the rounds change.
Yeah, that's what we saw last time. We saw last time in the first half, or in the second half of the first game, and it'll be very much so how this half is going to go again, even though they don't have as many attacking factors. And Dre with the big headshot. Shift, you're going to trade it out on Namikaze. 1v1 in mid. Shift's going to get two.
Wow. Shift is a Marty
for Marty.
Wintergami. Oh my goodness.
That cohesion, that watching each other's back we were talking about.
Just a stronghold from Tura, unable to secure the kill. Swings with the classic though. Does get Marty, but Shift is there for the 3K. And Clay takes down Caleb. That's 7-3.
Oh man, and that they're starting to really take that momentum and run with it. I mean, that play was phenomenal. in mid between Shift and Marty. That cohesion, that back and forth they got going on is really working out for him. And having two players that play together like that really shows. It really shows and helps in the long run.
Yeah, just watching the buys here. Hades side, I mean, their eco is just not amazing.
Into the unknown.
If anything, this looks like they're going to be pushing into a 9-3. Maybe they can anti-eco them here. I don't see many Sheriff buys, though. They're purchasing into Spectres.
Yeah, it's going to be rough on a loss here into the next round. You really don't want to have any money going into the second half, especially with the momentum in the direction it's going currently.
Yeah, a little bit of a desperation buy. They don't swing on the dog, though. It's interesting. Moment teleports away. They're all behind box. Lotus is waiting. They spray down into long. Kura falls first. Marty flashing in, gets frenzied. Oh my god, Hades just disappears. A 3K for Falafel.
It's a slaughter out there. Oh, they ran right into the chop factory. Nothing but just pieces of bodies left on the floor. Nothing but a green kill feed for Team Lotus. I mean, going into the second half, it's not looking too great for Team Hades right now.
Yeah, an instantaneous monster trade there by Falafel and friends behind the wall. Yeah, they just hugged a box and just waited for them to push too far in. Full AR buy now on the side of Hades. This will be the round to win. It's going to be all utility, all alts, all buys with pistols before the half. Marty tries again for that op shot, but he fails. He's going to do it one more time. And he gets the shot on the Dre.
Over and over again through the double doors. Marty. He's going to get another one.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my god, Marty. 2 kills back to back. He's gonna get sniped back by Nami.
Nami gets the alert, gets the bird, and Hades prevails 8-4. A huge trade in middle. Great teamwork between Namikaze and Wintergami.
There we go, boys. That's what we like to see. Bring it back. You were down but not out. You can make this an even game by just winning 4 more. It's all you got to do. You're not out just yet, and they refuse to lie down and roll over.
Yep, and they did really well in the pistol rounds initially, so maybe they'll get 2 wins there. That'll make it an 8-6 game, and then we'll see the momentum roll. Now, whether or not Lotus has something up their sleeve for the attacker side on Haven is another story. We'll see how Hades responds and rotates to Lotus's aggression, because they are playing aggressive, to say the least.
We can push them back.
I say running out into grass for trades on defense is pretty aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, entire team guns out, running right up to the site. No kind of ambition or inhibitions whatsoever.
Yeah, good shock dart there. Caleb getting some serious damage down. Parallax falls. Shift trades out Caleb. 3v3 situation now. Lotus has sight. Hades will have to retake. Dre going top. Wintergami there in the... Oh my goodness, Marty trades out Wintergami. And Dre secures a kill on Marty. The time is ticking down. Dre comes out on top with the frenzy. He runs out of ammo. Has to reload. He has to reload. Throws out the Leer. They're blind. They wait for it. They hear them coming down heaven.
That's rough, man. That frenzy is really rough. He picks up a ghost. What can he make happen, though? He doesn't have enough time. Bombs
Dre can
down.
enter. Dre. There's the ghost kill, but he does not get it. Conqueror's shift. Deadly with the ghost. 3K.
Exactly what you'd expect in that situation. Conqueror, I mean, putting up 19 and 5 on the board. You can't even put him down. And statistically speaking, if you can't put down Shift, you can't put down the team for the win. I mean, you really got to find a way to get Shift out of his comfortable spots. But I mean, his shot is more than an on. So you got to win those 1v1s if you're a duelist. You got to be taking out Cypher.
Yep, and the fact that he's Cypher, I mean, this is a great Cypher map, but he's about to drop a 20K over his entry fragger, which means it is just a testament to Shift's patience and his efficacy. See long, Kura will be there. He sees the trade, backs up, throws out the smokes, tries to block them off as they enter on site, but they explode in. Kura and Dre both go down. That's an easy site take for Lotus as the bomb is planted.
Falafel picking up 2 more kills to make it an even 9 on the board for him. You'll love to see it.
Falafel really resigning himself to that utility role. We've seen him play entry fraggers and get high scores on the board, but this is not his time. He's letting his teammates do what they're doing. Marty, Shift, and Parallax all in the double digits.
Player standing.
Shift taking down Caleb.
Just the game sense on this man, just knowing, just ready.
Yeah, Namikaze there. Yeah, they swing at the same time.
We crushed them.
Impossible for Namikaze.
And if I'm Sky, I just ship multiple bricks because you already know I was only watching one direction, was not ready for Shift to pop around that corner and right-click me. Are you kidding me, Shift? Oh, absolutely amazing crosshair placement. It's shown time and time again.
Yeah, they came around the corner at the same time, like they were part of the same machine. I could have built a house with what came out of my pants if I were that Sky.
Well oiled.
That's brutal. 21-5 now. Shift. None of the Hades players able to breach double digits. Shift is unhealthy now heading into the start of the round. They do not have a Sage to help with that. Sky can't heal, and he does. Marty dashes forward into Link, but plays for it with his life. There's an Odin on Caleb.
Why? Why do you have an Odin? What are you doing, Caleb? I mean, you're getting kills with this, what you're doing in Falafel.
Oh my
Two taps
God.
Sakura. Right in the head.
Through the wall. A little bit of banter coming into all chat between the teams. Low entry here from Lotus. Caleb there still with the Odin. Throws out a shock dart. Falls up behind Falafel, but gets traded out by Shift. Now 1v2 situation. Namikaze, top fragger on Hades, left alone in to make a play. Waiting A side main. Or Link. Shift comes around the corner. It's a bit of a trade. They both crouch. Namikaze proves successful. 1v1 situation. Clay has the lineups.
You got the top frag versus the bottom frag. The classic story. Goliath versus, you know, David.
Yeah, does Clay have lineups? He looks like he's in the corner. He has his arrows high in the sky. There it goes. Wow, look at that arrow stick to the top of the building. He's going to know exactly where he is. He has to wait it out. There's the ping. Namikaze comes running down long. Clay's just waiting. He won't see him. Clay waiting. He swings around, and time ticks down. A victory for Lotus. Yes, technically speaking, you don't have to kill anybody to win.
Yeah, you really don't. You can wait it out, and he saved his utility. We saw him pull out the ult, had it ready to go just in case he heard a click on the bomb. Never heard the click. Heard him coming, backed off, and not only did you get to save your weapon from the last round, but you also go ahead and get to win the round. I mean, best of both worlds, right?
Yep, and that's pure respect, I think, from Lotus' side. Clay did not have, you know, he wasn't thinking, oh, it's fine, I'll just swing him. You know, that's pure respect from the competitive standpoint. He's not going to try. He's just going to secure the win the way he knows how.
Oh yeah, and people don't realize sometimes that your gun can be more important than your life, like, or it's just as important as your life. You want to play your life and pick up that gun and bring it to the next round. So that's another 2,700 that you have under, or 2,900 that you have under your belt. You don't have to waste that kind of money. You don't have to, and you've already lost the one round.
Caleb just got a jump up on the wall, penetrated kill with the Ares on Falafel. Lotus entering hard with 2 headshots. They take A site easily. Hades gonna have to retake. Kura lagging behind in grass. As Caleb comes through Link, and he does. Shift falls to the Ares. Marty falls at 3K by Caleb. Caleb is on a row.
Is Caleb playing Call of Duty out here with the LMGs? I mean, he's just taking them and tearing them up. He's gonna switch it out for a Phantom, but I mean, would you have at that point 10 HP in a dream?
The
coming down from heaven.
Intensifies as Caleb is there. He sprays down through the floor of heaven, trying to get a pick.
remaining.
Kura takes down Clay. This might be the trade that they need. Time is ticking down. There's Parallax to take down Caleb as he jumps. But Parallax with the 3K, a headshot clutch. Lotus 12-4.
Parallax coming through and showing out for his team. 15 kills on the board with only 7 deaths to match it. I mean, Parallax and Shift is really the story of this game here right now. Parallax has been holding incredible angles, popping heads left and right, able to swing on his opponents and not have to worry about what's going to happen because he knows he's going to find the headshot. I mean, if you're Parallax, you're feeling really good right about now. Yeah,
I would be too. I mean, he's...
Claw through them.
Yeah, these The players kind of trading niceties between one another for their play. Really enjoying the good sportsmanship there. Dre waiting garage door. He trades a bit with Marty. Marty jiggle beats him to death. Headshot onto Dre. Dre falls. Hades in a bad position. Marty! My God, Shift and Marty both laser guided. They enter in on the B. It's an easy take. Caleb tries to hold with the Ares. The play trades him out after Falafel dies. They go into Link and a headshot right click into Namikaze to secure the win. Lotus triumphs over Hades 13-4 on Haven for the first round, 1-0.
Good games all around. And I mean, that we were hoping to see more of game one. We got a lot more of game two in that situation, even with some of the roster changes. It seems like Lotus, with their roster changes and seeing Parallax and Shift come through, have just absolutely dominated their opponents in game one. I mean, that's some incredibly cohesive play. Everyone's very disciplined. I mean, fantastic.
Yeah, really, really well done. I mean, we see some adjustments coming from the Hades side as well. Cohesive teamwork, and they're going to have to find a new strategy here as they head into the next map. I believe, as I double check this, Lotus is opting to defend first, so Hades did select to play on Ascent. So that's the first game to Lotus. We are going to head into a short break before the next match. Please stay tuned. Remember, you are watching live LDGL Gaming on twitch.tv. Don't forget to join our Discord with the link in the About section of this very stream, where you can also find all of our other social media links like YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also type !Discord in chat, and a link will be generated for you there to click at your convenience. Stay tuned for the next match.
What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darker days? What do spirits say? What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darker days? What do spirits say?
Welcome back, everybody. This is the LDGL Live after that amazing Lotus victory. Really strong performance there on Haven for the Lotus players on top of the Hades team. Clay lagging in between of Hades, and Hades struggling to find an answer to Lotus's strategy, which seems to be playing behind Shift and Marty as Parallax also spins plates and takes hard angles on people. 25, 16, 15, 12 Lotus players with their frags. And Hades only coming up behind with 12, 11, 8, 7. What do you think about that performance, Messiah?
Man, I mean, that is just clockwork for Team Lotus. Yeah, you can really see what they, or the amount of cohesion that we had going on with teammates and Parallax, just holding up the rear, like you said, like holding off angles, getting those kills when it matters, making sure to hold out for his team and allowing his team to push into the site and whatnot. And then you have the dual team of the Conqueror members. I mean, just them alone are such a dominating force. And especially when they're on attack side, it's just they snowball. And I really want to see more out of Team Hades this time around. I mean, I don't know exactly which adjustments you can make when the enemy team is just playing so disciplined, but they're going to have to do something in order to get the ball rolling again. Maybe, the episode did start well, but let's see if they can push through to that middle and end game this time around.
Yes, indeed. And, I think one thing I saw that I'll be interested in seeing, let me look at Clay's pick for this map. He's actually looks like to be angling Omen. In the previous map, he was only eight frags, but he had 8 assists, and he died the least on the side of Lotus. So maybe like a sleeper value there for his team. Parallax also matching Shift and Domination with only 7 deaths. They really just stayed alive every single round. So if that's where they're going to triumph, we'll see the adjustments from Hades. This is their picked map, Ascent. Going in, they have Killjoy, which is a very, very strong agent on Ascent.
Definitely, and we see a lot of switch up in roles coming this time around. We got Kura coming off the support position and going on to a duelist, as well as Caleb coming off information and onto a duelist himself as well. You got Dre falling back into a support position on the Sky. I mean, that's going to be interesting. Let's see if they can play these positions a little bit differently. Maybe something like a mix-up like that is what they need in different positions in order to get the ball rolling.
Yep, depending on what... I know that Kura himself actually prefers playing duelist most of the time. At least that's what tenure and mileage I see from him. I could be speaking wrong on that. So maybe this role change will give him the confidence he needs to take angles and really power through for his team and get himself up on the leaderboard. See a full run in mid from Hades running through. Is this a knife fight happening?
Classic knife fight.
Knife fight in mid? first round. There comes a flash from Sky. A little bit of a trade. Everybody running main. Every guy's getting cut down. Marty and Parallax. Caleb and Namikaze fall. Kura backing up. Gets a little bit of damage on Parallax, forcing him to back off. Marty gets a headshot on Kura with his knife.
It's 2v4, but everybody's low. One more swing could do it for all of them. Sky's going to go ahead and grab one and pull it together. 1v2.
Each of them one hit.
Oh, no.
Sky running, trying to break his ankles. Runs forward, but gets stabbed by Falafel. The first round going to Lotus.
And the classic teabag right after. You love to see it.
Great fighting, King Diff and Lucky. You love to see it.
Should I play some stars in this reality?
An agreed knife round. Hadrian's losing his hair as we speak. Going into the second round, maybe we can use our guns. In a way, now we have a double bonus buy in the second round, right? Because they didn't buy anything the first. Everybody has Spectres. One guy has a Vandal. Double Ares on the side of Hades.
And if you're on the side of Team Lotus, you're really going to want to make sure that Vandal gets protected. You don't want to just give away a free Vandal early in the game.
Look at this sight as Namikaze enters, takes down Marty. Parallax sprays him out. There's smokes everywhere. Nothing can be seen. Caleb headshots Clay. I don't even know where he is. Falafel holding door under. And now in hell, the dog comes out and stuns Falafel. They know where he is. There's the flash through the smoke. Hades on top of Lotus. One and wine. Parallax fires. Oh my god, Hades disappears. Falafel gets the 2K. Another trade. Wintergami and Parallax left. Fighting Wine. Trying to defend. That is a turret. He swings, gets a slight kill. He's gonna run out the time on him. He does another swing. He knows he's holding Parallax with the 3K. Expertly done.
Very good job by Parallax, but can we talk about Falafel with the dirty 2K coming from under heaven?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, that's what we got. That's what we like to see around these parts. Beautiful spray transfer, secures both the kills. Couldn't really clutch around that for his team, but hey, I mean they're in a great position coming into this next round. You got a little bit of money to play with, not too much. Some light shields coming out, a Frenzy, and a Marshall on the side of Team Hades. But I mean, Team Lotus isn't really putting too much money into it either. They got a Judge, a couple of Spectres, and that Vandal. I mean, it's still really anyone's game.
Yeah, it looks like Hades is playing extremely aggressively again, running down Cat. Coming up from behind. Caleb left alone to really guard the site. They're going to press in. I cannot see a site. This is just a wall of smokes. Parallax cutting down Kura as he comes from Wine. Wintergami getting a good headshot on the Parallax, but Marty swings with a 3K with the Vandal.
Marty, you animal!
All cut down main. And Caleb calls 4K for Marty. Conquering Hades 3-0.
Marty with the 4K, and is this Team Lotus or Team Vision Denial? We're just throwing out everything we can so nobody can see anything. We're basically just, you remember in elementary school when you had the big parasol and everybody threw it up and everybody got inside of it?
Yeah.
This we're playing times 10 right now. I mean, nobody can see anything.
Nostalgic memories there. Big shout out to the parachute, man.
It's a good
Did
time,
you ever
man.
have the scooters in your school where like they're like little square scooters with the wheels on the bottom and you just like slide across the gym floor on them?
Oh yeah, and many kids ran their fingers over and I think a kid cracked his head open once. It was a good time. Very quality toys back in the day.
Dodgeball before it was dumb. Yep.
Before it was these little soft with balls, dude.
Here comes Lotus. Caleb gets cut down from tree. Namikaze hiding behind engine. He's behind the wall. He sprays down Clay as Clay enters. Falafel is behind engine. He's going to swing around the corner and gets headshot instantly by Namikaze. Viper has their smoke up. Marty's outside of it. Trading into heaven. Namikaze hell. Shift. Double kill with the Judge. It's a shotgun kind of day. He's in the smoke. Gets sprayed by Namikaze. There's the 3K 2v2 situation. Bomb is ticking down.
One enemy remaining.
There goes Marty. Cutting down Namikaze. Wintergami falls in. He can't see anything.
Marty just hopping around, jumping for joy.
Like you said, this is just vision denial. Central! Marty, what is happening?
I mean, what do you do with Viper ult up with a million flashes or a million smokes? You got lineups going. I mean, you can't see a thing, and you're supposed to retake the site after they just push on with Marty. Not only playing vision denial, but just walking in and getting headshot after headshot, entry fragging on a non-entry fragger. I mean, Marty, what can't this man do?
This is a powerful composition from Lotus. It's hurting my soul to watch, as just the whole site blocks up with massive spheres of smoke. But man, it's working for him.
It really is, and I just am gonna keep doing it again if I'm Team Lotus. And Marty again with an opening frag every time.
Yeah, Shift doing recon here with his ult as Yoru. He actually comes out with the shorty, but he gets gunned down by Dre. Wielding the Judge. People are buying shotguns. I'm having a great day.
You want to find it?
Wintergami getting the headshot on the Clay with the Bulldog. Astra ult comes out to split A side. Looks like Wintergami still lingering B site. Has the bomb outside of market. Ray sends out the cabbages to find where the enemy players are. Parallax holding long at top.
Hawk out.
There's the bird. Gets the flash.
Last player
And
standing.
gets headshot. Parallax. My God, what a swing. Wintergami in B main now, tasked with the hard job of defending that bomb for 40 seconds with a Bulldog.
1v2 situation, and a Bulldog's not the gun you're going to want to have going up against two Vandals and a lot of health on the side of Team Lotus.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
there was a Phantom at the top of market. They're going to see him now. Marty, I think, has the angle. He knows. He knows he's there. This is dangerous. There's the ultimate, and he gets cooked alive. Headshot in the midst of a Brimstone ulti Lotus. 5-0 as the plant goes out before the round ends.
I like the mentality there. Maybe I can get these two lucky headshots off with the Bulldog just before I die and win the round. I mean, it wasn't the case, but I like the bravado.
You got to get the value somewhere. The competition still.
Idiots, the spike.
Marty on his agent, apparently. I mean, 12, 1-1.
Yeah, it did a little bit of creeping on Marty's profile since it's pretty easy to find considering the name. And his top three champions are actually in the order of Jet, Reyna, and Viper. He actually has a lot of playtime on Viper. I believe something around 12 or plus hours. Quite a few games played.
Look at this vision denial coming out on B side. Trail of smokes down lane. Namikaze hiding in the smoke against the wall. Pops out, plays there, right clicks him in the head.
Spike down B.
He
Oh
expected
my
it, picks up the
God.
gun.
Namikaze.
Last player
Oh
standing.
my goodness, Parallax. Incredible vision to take down Namikaze behind the boxes. Caleb up
1v1
alive.
Team's ace. And he wins it.
He
Caleb.
wins it against Marty. Can pick up a better gun, he does. Has the Vandal now. Let the gun down the door to gain entry. Shift is there. Shift swings. Does not win the trade. He gets the heal. 3K. Caleb has an opportunity to clutch. Parallax is waiting. Expecting him on sight. His back is turned. Parallax takes that angle and wins. Lotus 6-0.
That's just classic tactical shooters right there. You gotta check every corner, every doorway, flick onto every possible spot they can be in, because you never know which angle they're holding. And if you just would have peeked to us right, that would have been a whole different story. But you know, a little bit of a lack of discipline on the side of Team Hades, unfortunately.
Yeah, even the angles you don't expect, like coming out from defender side spawn. You expect them to maybe hide in boathouse or at least on site or lane.
Oh yeah, definitely more common areas.
Marty with the lineups, man. That is just something else. Look at the giant stream of smokes popping out from Astra.
Riot really did a number with buffing Viper, that's for sure.
Yes, they did.
Marty's opening percentage on these headshots has to be ridiculously high. First kill in the round repeatedly.
Yeah, laser targeted. I mean, the crosshair placement is masterful as Namikaze falls after him. Shift taking down Dre. A little bit of a trade. Wintergami triumphs over Falafel. Defender side.
Who's next?
Taking a long shot with the Spectre. Marty, of course, wins the gunfight. A little bit of trading going on. Shift with the headshot judge on the Caleb. Shift, a man after my own heart, to Yoru play with the judge.
The head-to-head judges, you
Disgusting.
love to see it. You love to see it.
It's shotgun season.
I think I've seen more judges purchase in this match than I've seen in quite a long time.
I know. This is my favorite game in the LDGL.
If I had a nickel for every time I saw a shotgun in this game, I'd have like 5, and it's kind of a lot. It's kind of weird.
I've never been closer to my monitor than in this moment. While watching an LDGL game, I see the shotgun still on Conqueror Shift.
Look at those Astro lineups, all those fake
my
smokes.
God.
All the covered all over Star's back. It gets
So
mowed
much
down by
pain.
Dre.
Dre getting cooked in the corner. I can't see anything that's happening right now. It's a pure soul read. Marty getting a headshot on Wintergami standing right next to him in the boathouse. How could he know?
I mean, having so much control in the chaos, Marty, like just knowing where people are going to be at when he lines up his smokes, knowing where people are going to be at when he's inside of his large smoke. I mean, getting the amount of kills he's gotten within this vision-denied mess of a site is incredible.
There goes
Gets
Shift. He
hit
throws
by
out the
Nam.
pop flash. Explodes out in the middle. Namikaze gets a 2K. Marty and Shift both falling to him. 3v2 situation. Hades has an opportunity to retake as they explode on the site. Playing behind box.
remaining.
Crossfire happens. 2 players go down. Parallax in boathouse. Kura gets a 2K and secures the win. Hades is on the board.
There we go. Kura putting some more kills on the board for himself. That's how you got to do it. Get him where you can in the first round of the game. Putting onto the board for Team Hades. I mean, this could be the beginning. This would be the beginning of the momentum swing. The pendulum swings in both directions, and maybe we get a 7-round swing coming out of Team Hades starting now.
Looking at the buys. A little bit more of a standard setup here. Spectre coming out on Wintergami, but we have ARs spread across both teams. Namikaze not rich enough, maybe picking off of a friend, or get bots for him. Gets bought for him.
Wintergami with the Spectre and Dre lacking a full armor. See how they do in this situation.
Shift, wow, Shift running in so aggressively, but backs up with the jumping knife jiggle.
He's gonna know he's there now. Very smart way to get a little bit of information.
Oh my
And Marty,
goodness.
again, another opening frag? God, he's gotta be like 50% on those for the game.
Headshots every time. The man cannot be stopped. Hades doing a good job of locking down A side, but here comes the utility. Smokes everywhere. Caleb falls to clay as he enters. Shift behind engine. Namikaze is lingering in the Astra smokes.
Spike down A.
He doesn't know where Shift is. Shift has a judge. Shift gets gunned down in the back. He turns around with the sheriff and a headshot. Wintergami falls next. Dre waiting. His back is to him and he swings around. A 3K. The flick. Unbelievable.
Shift, you are insane! You were just flicking that mouse left and right, landing on heads. That is how you play that in a 1v3, going out of your way to just absolutely humiliate your opponent. Shift, what a madman, what an aim, and what a shot, and what a game.
I can feel the noise complaint coming now. Police officers will be at my doors shortly for a welfare check. Because Shift just rocked my world. Conqueror Shift. What a monster flick. Holy sheesh, indeed.
Absolutely insane. I'm sweating after that one. Hold on.
Yeah, my God. I need my forehead towel as Conqueror team explodes in on a site. Shift dies to a Killjoy molly. Set up lane.
I think I did. Oh, I got you.
I had a bird's eye view of that play in the previous match. Unreal. Screaming my damn head off.
Spike planted.
Spike goes down. Wow, Falafel with a huge headshot on the
Last player
Wintergami.
standing.
8-1. Lotus perfectly set up here to triumph over Namikaze as Namikaze tries to find ground. What's happening? Namikaze coming through middle to defender side spawn. Here's a lot of utility being thrown. Maybe teasing the angle, but not sure if he wants to sacrifice his gun for this. Maybe just trying to take guns away from the side of Lotus as they retreat away from the bomb as it pops. Here comes Parallax. Here comes the whole Lotus team. And Parallax with just an... I can't... My brain is turning off. An insane peak. Wow. The skill on display, Lotus just is crazy.
The discipline on the crosshairs. I mean, that's really the story this game's all about. If you've got the right crosshair placement, all it takes is a little bit of reaction time, and all those peaks are going to be Peaker's advantage and yours for the taking. You never really want to be in a position where you have to hold an angle, especially in these kind of games where you're online and you got the latency and everything. Peaker's advantage, no matter how much it's reduced due to Riot Games, is still a very, very real thing.
Yeah, and I mean, and really, it does add that necessary bit of of delay that the game needs. And here we go, entering in. Kura takes down Parallax. And Dre with the judge kill on the shift. A little bit of saucy revenge. Killjoy ult is out. Marty gets a headshot onto Dre. The judge does not serve him well. He's underneath. He throws out the smoke, and he is detained. One player detained in hell. 3v2 situation now.
One enemy.
Namikaze looking for him. He turns around, gets the headshot onto Marty. Beautiful display there by Hades.
They're not going to roll over anytime soon. That's 2 rounds on the board. Come on, Team Hades. You got to pull it together, pull through. I mean, no reason they can't pull through in the second half. And we can go into the second half even stronger if we put another one on the board.
2-9. 20 kills on Marty again. 20 and 5. 13 and 5. Parallax on Brimstone.
Would you believe me if I told you that Viper's an entry fragger?
Yeah. In this instance, sure. I saw it with my own eyes. There's the flashes from Sky. Main as Lotus pushes in through the Astra smoke, goes lane. There's the dog trying to stun. A little bit of an angle there. Or Dre as he tries to peek. Hades getting pushed back onto the site. Caleb getting a good trade there on the Parallax in middle, or in main. Shift gets a headshot on the Kura. Clay coming around and gunning down Dre. Wintergami trades out Clay, and Shift does the same to Wintergami. It's a complete gunfight. Namikaze with the 2K to close it out. 3-9 as we switch sides.
Namikaze dangerous off the box, hitting a double kill to clutch up the round for his team. I mean, he had some support there, but did he really need it? Beautiful gunplay from Namikaze going to the next round. They secured that round. They're only down by 6. Momentum's on their side, even though we're going into a round where there's no money. I mean, pistol round could be theirs if they play it right. And if they play it right, we're going to roll into the rest of this game with even more momentum, and we could see a very, very solid competition coming out of these two teams.
No knife mid. No knife.
We're getting in trouble.
Players recognizing that maybe they shouldn't. Yeah, play the normal pistol round. We'll go into this next half fresh. It's a contest.
And Hades looking to stay alive. I mean, they're down 0-1. They're looking at 4 rounds for for Lotus to secure the win. They got to do something if they want to stay alive in this match.
Lots of first-time viewers in chat. Just a general hello and welcome to the fun to everyone that has joined us and is cheering on their favorite team. Falafel with a 2K headshot as he gets traded out finally by Caleb. Caleb 2K in return. Shift and Falafel falling to the opposing Reyna. He comes around the corner. Marty unable to secure the kill, and he comes around, jumps in. 3K with the ghost. Caleb pushing through door. He's in the corner.
Getting excited, they're going back.
Parallax, oh my goodness. Dre with the headshot on Parallax Heaven. Clay with the frenzy. Wintergami dies first, but Dre secures it. Another win for Hades.
The amount of headshots we saw fall out that round. I mean, just headshot after headshot. People trading 2-2 back and forth. Great gameplay, and they've got the momentum. They're swinging. That's 3 rounds in a row for Team Hades. They're looking to close this gap and stay alive. They are not done yet.
Not just yet. 10-10-10 down the board for Hades. 9-5 following after 2013 11-9-3. Marty, Parallax, Falafel, they're smokes alongside Omen. I'm just realizing now that this is just, wow, division denial. What a composition.
And it sounds like a composition that you'd think would be better on defense. We're really going to see if it is. And Kurt with a beautiful headshot coming out to start the round.
Insane kill. The challenge is here. Hades is not going to go down without a fight. A little bit of a flash going into A main. Decoy. Or B main as they trade.
Out of healing. Time to hunt. Scout destroyed.
Slow trades happening now. Gunfights bleeding out. The utility waiting for smokes to fall. There's the flash. Get some information. Hades slow rotates up towards middle for control at cat. Marty will be waiting there.
Toxins going.
A little peek happens. Wintergami enters. Marty backs off into up towards spawn. In tree. Namikaze's there with the Spectre, comes around, doesn't get headshot, but he does get taken out by Parallax in trade. Parallax now has a Spectre.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, what a headshot by Kuro in shift heaven.
30 seconds left.
Hades has the site, but the bomb is at window. Window pops. Parallax is in spawn, gets gunned down by Caleb. 5-9 Hades.
Hey, we're rolling. That's four. Yeah, it's 4 rounds now for Team Hades. I mean, the momentum is swinging and they're pushing forward. They only have to do 4 more of those. Do it, run it back, and then you got it all tied up, and there we go. And we got a tie game. Push a little bit more, and then you win a game. You go into the next map. You're feeling confident. Don't let them take you to bind, and we're all good. Or split, excuse me.
Never seen that kind of flash. Again, friendly banter between the teams. Really loving to see it.
I'm in his last.
I'm in his last. Oh boy, counting down now into the round. Got some trading middle. Curry doing a good job of taking out Marty the last time. Wintergami getting healed on tiles. Oh my god, Marty getting some due revenge with a phantom long. Kura falls in tiles.
Poison's off.
It's another round, opening headshot for Marty. He just loves to take those first engagements and takes them really well.
Now pushing up through B main. Parallax, huge headshot on a Namikaze from Market again. Caleb getting traded out next by Shift as they pincer in. Shift and Marty coming into main. And wow, they pincer. Gray, Wintergami gone. That's another win for Lotus. 10-5, stopping the Hades train.
They're just going to cut down that momentum just like that. I mean, beautifully executed play by Team Lotus. You got Viper just doing more than enough, coming in and securing the flank on the Team Hades. Clay there to pincer with them at the exact same time and close it out. I mean, it's looking really, really good in the favor of Team Hades.
I'm currently getting roasted in chat for saying falafel instead of falafel. Listen, man, when you're focusing on really intense high tier gamer gameplay, man, you know, the pronunciation thing doesn't always follow through.
That gamer gameplay.
I'm gonna keep on saying falafel because I gotta commit. It's either double down or die.
Hey, you gave him a drinking game too. There we go. Win-win.
Yeah, there you go. Take a shot every time I say falafel. Oh my god, Conqueror, Shift, Marty. Doing an amazing job trading both main.
Poison's off.
Unreal.
Dynamic duo getting the double kill at the same time. I mean, it does get more poetic than that. This bromance has gone to new heights.
A little bit of a quiet trade now. Namikaze waiting in wine. Oh my goodness, Kura getting a really nice trade there on Marty. Dies. Mid. And we have some patient play. God, my goodness. Shift with a huge headshot on the Namikaze. Pushes up into A site. Does not expect him. Tree. And all quiet in the Hades front. Slow push here around by Killjoy, carrying the bomb. Falafel will hear him coming and guns him down with the Odin. And now Kura's last alive, left in main, spamming crouch and hoping for the best. Defenders win. Will I be able to save my gun? Here comes Shift. He's going to check the corner. He swings around. Huge headshot on the Shift. And barely, just barely survives. 5-11. Lotus takes the round. Kura.
Saved by the bell. Kura, you are one lucky dog, because I felt like after seeing you hit the chest, I don't know if you were taking out Omen right there, but it's all good because you got the kill on Shift, and you made him waste a little bit of money, so that's good to go. And you know, maybe you guys didn't win the round, but at least you got a gun out of it.
Yeah, 6 seconds, or 3 seconds counting down now into the next round. Maybe that extra gun will help. Got a little bit of a good setup. Got a Marshall there on Dre, on Sky. Double Spectre. They're going to be looking for picks to the best of their ability. Oh my goodness. Astra with the Odin 2K long.
You get third?
Falafel spraying 3K with the Odin. Absolute Rambo gameplay.
Falafel's, he's taking up the Call of Duty mantle. He's just out here with the LMG like it's Modern Warfare 2 with the M429, M4, I don't even know, dude. What an amazing play.
Falafel is on fire. There's the attacker Killjoy ult. He's going to Odin hold into entry. Caleb cannot progress forward. There's the Molly locking them up.
How
One
many
enemy
votes?
remaining.
Oh my god, Marty
Down
with
A.
the peak. Marty's detained behind tree. Parallax closes it out 12-5.
We got 1 round left in this
Match
game.
point.
If Team Lotus can take it, that's going to be game, set, and match for today. But if Team Hades can bring it back, I mean, we can go into a game 3. You know, hopefully Team Hades can make some adjustments, but it's looking kind of bleak on their side right now. I mean, everyone's performing equally, but it's just not enough when you have players like Marty, Parallax, and Shift coming out swinging every round. You have Falafel sitting on these off angles with an Odin. Excuse me? Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely stuff that you hate to see when you're playing this game.
Oh yeah, but he's gonna do it again. Look at him just unloading mid. He does not care. He said, "All right, you're gonna let me have an Odin with that money. I'm gonna use it."
Oh my goodness, though. Shift and Marty both falling there in main. Dre doing a good job cleaning up play after Falafel falls by Namikaze. Great headshot.
They haven't rolled over just yet. Can Breach punch it out for his team? That's 1 going down. Parallax looking to close it out. Can he get 2? He finds 2. 2 more versus 1. Parallax looking to do the impossible. He's got a minute left. Looking to peek this corner on Namikaze. They're both patiently waiting. They got plenty of time on the board. 30 health, and he hears the bomb get planted. He's going to start taking it back up CT. But Namikaze,
What is happening?
ready and waiting.
Parallax checking his Twitter feed as Astra comes around the corner and gets a head dink. Trying to update the score of the game to his followers and dies instantly for it. 6-12. Hades wins the round.
I gotta visit the Astros
Twitter
to play
page.
some stars.
Homie playing Temple Run. that's a pretty good one. Man,
Interesting.
Temple Run.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
a nostalgia. Holy high school, dude. Middle school. I don't even know.
Yeah, shout out to chat for being so active. Make sure to keep it moderately friendly in a gamer way.
I mean, 58 viewers. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching tonight. You guys are fantastic. And that's a headshot. Fantastic
Wow.
headshot coming from Wintergami.
Yeah, on to Marty. My goodness. Gonna push in through main. There's the ult from Brimstone. Little bit of damage as they retreat. Can't see a thing. Astra is just so oppressive. Really good.
And that ult comes out.
Really good molly there by Parallax, but he does fall to the trade in the opening.
So they're going to back off from and rotate, knowing that most of the remaining team of Team Lotus are sitting on top of A. It's a good decision. But Astra's going to go ahead and try and meet them mid. So we're going to get a duel here.
Oh my goodness, Falafel holding the corner with the op. Namikaze falls.
And Clay takes another one. It's an even 2v2. Clay looking to teleport onto site, cut them off for B.
Enemy remaining.
Wow, Wintergami, what a headshot. Falafel does not triumph
30
even with
seconds
the
left.
up.
Team Hades isn't done yet. They're going to meet Clay in the back for another 1v1. This one could determine the fate of Team Hades. One's going to go down. It's another one.
Clay
Team
with the
Lotus.
3K clutches 13-6. Lotus triumphs. Clay securing the win for Lotus over Hades. That's the series.
Clay, you
Oh
are
my
insane. There we go. We haven't seen much from you, heard much from you all game, but when the time truly mattered, you were able to clutch it out for your team. Good games all around. Team Lotus is your champion on the day today.
Exciting. That series, that very exciting series that I had such a joy casting, sponsored by saying falafel correctly. We're going to head into a quick break after that match. Congratulations to Team Lotus for winning. And we will be here again shortly with post-game interviews. So stick around if you'd like to listen to the players that just competed talk about their experience. We'll get some insight from them, and then we'll send everybody on their way for their nightly plans after some reminders about upcoming streams. Stay tuned.
Never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. This is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging, you going come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
Welcome back, everybody, from that amazing series. Lotus triumphing over Hades in a 2-0 sweep. And man, was that fun to watch, and great to have everybody here. High viewer counts, great great participation from chat. Sometimes not in the best ways, but hey, this is a heated competitive environment. Just temper where you can, and have fun, and try not to think the worst or malicious comments from anybody. But I'm glad to see the participation. I'm glad to see the engagement. We're going to ask some of the players to give us some insight into their play for those few matches that we watched. First, we'll bring up the contestants from Hades, and then next we will pull up individuals from Team Lotus, the winning team that took the series tonight. So first, as I wait for Messiah here to join us
I'm
back.
here. My apologies.
Here?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Great. All right. Yeah. We'll go ahead and pull up Kura first from Team Hades. Give us some insight into the plays that he made, and the adjustments that happened to the roster and how he feels about that match. Welcome, Kura, to the post-game stage.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
How
how's
you
it
doing?
going?
Messiah, do you have any questions, like obvious questions first, that you'd like to lead off with?
So my biggest question is what was up with the roster changes coming into this game? I noticed you guys got some roster changes, and I'm curious, is that like a permanent thing, or you guys just kind of filling some spots because some spots were open?
Nah, Magnolia had to step out for today. He had some IRL stuff going on, so I just subbed in Dre for today.
Gotcha. Understandable. I hope he's good and hope everything's all right with him. You know,
He cool.
yeah, for sure. Seeing you go off of, I noticed one thing with Team Hades as well as yourself specifically. You guys can all play kind of different roles. Did you feel more comfortable when you got put onto what I believe is one of your more main characters, like Jet, or do you think with your team lineup currently, you're feeling more comfortable on support players or support characters?
It just depends what map it is. I could play like pretty much everyone except for like Sage. Like my Sage isn't that good. I don't think I'm that good at the game in general, to be honest. Like, especially going against like high elo players. Like, I always get stuffed at stupid spots. Like, I'm always in dumb positions. But it just comes with learning the game. Like, I've touched diamond before, but it's been a while since I've touched high elo again. Like, I've been slowly climbing back up. And although Team Hades has touched diamond at least once in an act, so like we all know what it's like, and getting stomped like just sucks. But we definitely just need to play more together. There's times where I would call for aggression, and we didn't really capitalize on it because I could see where players are on the map when I play Astra, because I really pay attention to the mini map and where we get picks and put pressure. Like I noticed that they rotate like really, really fast, like insanely fast, and they fight together like really good, really well. And we didn't, and we would just fall apart during gunfights, and that's okay. Like we've only played with each other for like a month now. My only partner, Noah, is like the only one that I played with extensively since like I started this game. So our chemistry is insanely like aggressive. Like we know when to fight with each other, etc. But they don't know, yeah, and that's okay. But
Would you
yeah,
say one of your biggest things going into the upcoming games is going to be, more cohesion, stuff like that, or what's some adjustments you guys feel like you can make going into
I think
these
it's
upcoming matches?
communication. I don't think we understand each other's comms yet. I should have been more assertive, like IGLing, but it's all right. Like we're all like getting to know each other, and I don't want to force like comms and stuff like with a new team like this because we don't know each other that well.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah,
Anything from
and
you, Kibetchi?
yeah, sure. I mean, so what do you think? Like a specific question, I guess, from your thinking when you had the setup on Ascent from Lotus. They played like an insane like vision based denial composition. Like
That was
what?
such a troll. They know they were trolling too because Marty's a one-trick jet, man. Like, and that dude was like playing like a duelist, and he was just mauling stuff right away. It was so funny, but it was pretty annoying. I can't lie. Like playing against that kind of like comp is really tough, especially with insanely good players. Like you saw what Shift did with Yoru. Like he should have been dead. He had 4 HP. Like we just threw that round, and it was just like, come on, guys. Like it was just like stuff like that that we could fix, but. That comp was really annoying to play against because I had no idea where they were going. Like they were
Yeah,
just smoking everything. I couldn't see anything, and I would only see one person mid, ever. Like it was fun overall though. Like even though we lost, it was a really really fun game.
yeah. And we saw like the knives come out on the first pistol round, which is really funny to cast. And yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, it was an annoying comp, and Messiah and I, when we were talking, Like I just thought to myself because there was so much action going on, but it's just like how do you even play around it? Like you just gotta wait and wait and wait and wait it out. But if they push in through the smokes, I mean, how are you supposed to wait for them to take the site? It just seems like it's really aggravating.
Because you're just like handed like dice and whatever they roll, they're gonna do. You know, like I
Yeah.
had no idea what they were doing, like ever. Like I would only see Marty mid because Marty was just had the biggest balls ever to like take whatever fight he saw, and he won most of them. Like Jesus.
I mean, his first
Yeah.
blood percentage was over 50%. I'm pretty sure for the second game as Viper. Like,
Yeah,
insanity.
I wouldn't deny that at all, man. That kid's good as hell. I mean, they're all really good. All touch immortal, man. Like, and Radiant. Like, you can't beat those guys. I don't think any team in this division beats those guys right now.
Yeah,
honestly.
strong.
Yeah,
I'm in.
I mean, they're definitely proving to be like a contender, that's for sure. And it's going to be interesting to see them line up against some of the other already more established teams and just see how they fare against them. But it looks like Lotus is proven to be a bit of a giant, and it'll be nice to see how you guys, make your adjustments so that you can stay competitive against them whenever you guys see them again. Likely, I believe, in the postseason now.
Yep.
All right. Well, Kura, thank you for joining us in the post game stage. Always good to talk to you, and thank you for playing. I hope to see you again next time.
Thank you guys.
Take care.
Thanks, Lotus. GG's, guys. Thank you.
GG's.
All right, that was Kura from Team Hades. Now we can pull up Davian and Shift, I believe, are the two individuals that wanted to speak to us from Team Lotus. Davian joins.
Yo.
Welcome, Shift.
Yo.
Hello, everybody, and congratulations there on your 2-0 victory.
Thank you.
Wild game for us to spectate and commentate.
Yeah, I just want to apologize for that because I knew spectating and commentating all that was going to be difficult.
Yeah, I mean, especially on Ascent, I saw all the smokes come up, and I'm like, is it both teams? And I looked at your composition, I'm like, it's not. It's just one team. I can't see anything that's happening right now. I mean, what was it truly, like Kura said, was it kind of just like a funny pick, or like
It was
that
because
composition?
I was going to say either we pick all the healers in the game or we pick all the smokes, and I was like, I think we should pick all smokes and play Yoru at the same time because we can just smoke site. Yoru can just put footsteps and TP and just do whatever, and pretty much it. I mean, we're kind of just trolling. I don't know. We're just having fun, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to watch. How, I guess, like, just for me personally, like, insight-wise, how do you stop that from being as just disgusting as it is? I mean, you'd literally lock up all the entry points in the site and the most of the site, too.
So really, I mean, the way we were doing it is we just spam everything all at once. So like, if you really noticed, everything was putting down on site in the very beginning. So if they would have just waited it out, we would have had no more smokes or util for post plant. So they could have hit after that. But then I said, like after the second time, like second round or whatever, I was like, let's just save our smokes because they weren't even playing on site at that point. So we just got site for free, and I said just use everything for post plant, and that's pretty much what we did. But I don't know. Literally everyone on my team said they just wanted to fight, so they just W key past site, so it didn't really matter what we did. Everyone just wanted to fight.
Right. Just look for the trades and the angles after. Okay. And Shift, I guess question for you. Is Cypher on Haven like one of your more confident picks? I mean, you put down a 25-7 game.
No, actually, I am a Sova main, but I was just spilling and I just went Cypher for the fun of it.
Yeah, I went into that question with some confidence because your profile picture. I don't know what that is.
It's just Shanks' Cypher.
Shanks' Cypher. Okay. Yeah, the cosplay going on. I was like, man, this guy must love this character, and I can see that because man, that was an insane play. We saw that. I guess the term for it, that hospital flick on Tree. That what was it like? What was it like hitting that? Like, what were your comms like when you spun
honestly,
around?
it was really quiet. And after I hit that second shot on the Killjoy, everyone was kind of like, "Oh, there's a chance, right?" And I heard he's A main, so I looked towards A main as I'm walking towards Tree. But then he comes up behind me and starts shooting at me, and I just like break my arm and try to kill him, and it happened.
Yeah, we collectively lost our minds. I think chat exploded as well. It was a really
that call out was by me. I said he was A main, which was a bad call.
You were the catalyst for that sick flick.
Okay. I'm getting trolled.
But yeah, what you're saying is we literally have like no strats or anything. We kind of just play and we just talk like really we don't even talk about the game. We just kind of like talk to each other and just vibe, talk about other things, and then we just calm when needed or whatever. But
Yeah,
we'll see. You're just homies having fun.
yeah, that's a terrifying prospect. I mean, for other people competing in the standings. So you guys are looking to be just from the raw confidence there, a real top contender. Messiah, do you have any questions for them?
I do. I have a couple. So for Shift, I'm curious. So I was doing some research before the game. I was looking online and I couldn't find too much. I saw that you and your teammate obviously play for Conquer. Is that more of currently like a clan for Valorant? Because I saw they have a CS:GO and a NHL team.
Whoa, Shiv, he's going too deep. Shiv, he's going too deep. You're trying to learn too much.
I'm just curious.
You're trying to learn too much.
The only thing I can say, it's a project roster right now for a small org. That's about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do my digging. Before matches, I like to go and watch previous matches, and I like to look up players by their tags and stuff like that. So, all right. Just curious.
Hey, contracts. He can't speak. No more.
Hey, no worries. Hey, I got what I wanted. All right, I got what I wanted. And for you, Davian, did you have fun, bro? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it's always fun.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, your guys' gameplay speaks for itself. From the last game into this game, I mean, I saw the last match between you guys, and it was just more of the same. It was more of just that game 2, except it's spread across a couple of maps. So, I mean, other than that, just keep doing what you're doing, and, good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for joining us in the post game, and congratulations again. And we hope to see you back. I mean, this was a very, very exciting match to watch, and can't wait to see you up against the other teams that are in the league.
Yeah, a lot of people say they want to see us play what's that team called? The Imperium? Whatever, yeah. And
also
they say they're like a big contender, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're gonna lose to, like, anybody. I think we're gonna 2-0.
I'm genuinely curious when you guys play because I don't play for them anymore after the.
Because I saw them play that one day, and like.
But I'm wondering how you guys are gonna piece up against Yiddies. I mean, Yiddies has a pretty strong team with Cares and Murr.
I played against Yiddies with Curra team in a scrim, and I dropped like 30 on them.
Oh, and was Trunks playing?
I don't remember, but
oh yeah, I'm saying. Bro,
I mean, listen. All I'm gonna say is, like, good luck to everyone. But if we actually like tried, I don't think we get beat.
How many other teams have you guys played against with Immortals and Radiants? You know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a good game, bro.
Hey, listen, all I'm gonna say is getting to even Shift, getting to Immortals is not hard in this game. Because tell me, dude, there's literally so many bad Radiants and Immortals in this game. It's insane.
Hey, I mean, you're not wrong.
Hey, listen, all I'm gonna say is I'll actually start getting kind of nervous if they have spikes and VLRs, but I don't even think anyone even knows what that is. If you actually,
I agree.
If you played like semi-pro.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I'm waiting with bated breath. Can't wait to see how you guys do.
Yeah. All right. And thank you to you both, and again, congratulations on your victory. And I mean, we'll take that message that's carried out on stream to all the other teams competing. I guess you guys are the ones to beat, if anything, just for the principle of it, since you're saying that you're not going to lose.
Also, I want to congratulate my teammate Clay FPS for beating Liquid in the tournament not too long ago.
Hey,
congratulations to him.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, yeah, but thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good games.
All right, some strong words there from Team Lotus as they take the victory 2-0 over Hades, saying that they're going to be a top contender and likely, from what they've seen, can't be beat. I mean, you're allowed to say that. We'll see if anybody has anything to say about it in their play when they get matched up against Lotus in the oncoming games. I think the next game that Lotus has is against Void, self-hosted game. And that's the 17th of December, so look out for that. Maybe one of the players will be streaming that 9 p.m. EST, again, December 17th. Lotus at Void. Heading in, we're no break. We're going to close up this stream for tonight. Very exciting game. Upcoming streams on the 16th, we have Rocket League between Void and Yiddies. Following that game that I mentioned on the 17th, on the 18th, we have Delamore at Yiddies in Valorant, 7 p.m. EST. That Rocket League game, Void Yiddies again, 9 p.m. EST. And thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. Really awesome viewership, awesome engagement in chat. We love to see you guys typing and cheering on your favorite teams, posting memes, and we love to hear your feedback. And Messiah, pleasure casting with you, man. I hope to see you again on the roster.
Oh, you definitely will, man. CS and Valorant are my bread and butter, and those are the games I'm going to be mostly coming for. But you'll hear me on some Rocket League and Rainbow Six in the mix as well. Can't wait to come back again. And, it was great casting with you. And, thanks to Mahedrian for putting on this whole project and doing it every single time. And, thanks you to the players for coming out and new viewers like you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Yep, of course. All right, everybody. Good luck on whatever plans you have for the evening, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. This was a LDGL production. Congratulations to Team Lotus. We'll see you next time. Good night.
got nothing to